Welcome back, Lancers. So today we are back again with another video, and today's video is the second part of our subtopic series, that is arrays. In this video, what we will be understanding? We will understand the basic syntax of array. We will also have some intuitions on variables, declaration, initialization, arrays declaration, initialization, and etc. We will also understand the concept of one or you can say the single dimensional array and multi-dimensional, that is 2D arrays. We will just have an overview and we will understand these topics afterwards in great depth. For now, let's get right into the video. So now we are back to our presentation. First of all, we will understand the basic syntax of array. What is an array? We have already discussed in our previous video. To recall, we can say that array is a way, or you can say a method, to declare multiple variables, or you can say to store multiple values in a single variable. I repeat, array is a way to store multiple values in single variable. This is what basic concept of array is. Also, arrays are continuous in nature. That means in memory, basically these are continuous, something like this. Yeah, in memory, these arrays are something like this, a continuous memory blocks that are one after each other, and these are also indexed something like this: 0, 1, 2, and then 3. Also, these have values something like, say, here something, here something, here something, and here, and there is a name assigned to this array. And this was all about arrays in basic. Now let's see what is the very basic syntax of an array. So very basic syntax of an array goes on something like this. There are mainly three parts of the syntax. You can see first one is the data type, the second one is name, and the third one is the size. While working, or you can say in practical examples, you can see that here we have an example. Here the first one is a data type, that is integer type, x is a name of our array, and 5 is the size of our array. Now what do we understand by this example? We will understand these afterwards, but for now just understand that integer type says that, okay, first let's see here what is happening. It is saying an array, make an array that has name x and is of size 5. So in our memory, what will happen? Let's change the color. Yeah, also, yeah. So now in our memory, what happens? In our memory there becomes a block of memory is reserved for our array. And what will be the block size? Here we have said that our size should be 5. So basically 5 blocks array. This is a 5 blocked array. That is, we have 5 contiguous memory locations that are attached to each other and are allocated for our array. So what has happened till now? Till now, according to our size, the memory has allocated this allocated the memory, and also we have assigned the name, that is x. Now what is it is saying? An integer type and type of array. So basically every single element inside these, every single element must be of integer type. This is what here integer, or you can say this data type says. This data types actually says that every single element of this array should be of that data type. So by that we can conclude few points. Now let us just write those points here. Yeah. Now the very first point is an array must have same data type. What do I mean by that? I mean that each element you see here is every single of element must be of same data type. So this is what the first, what we can say, the first conclusion what we have find out, that it should be the array is of same data type, that is every single element is of same data type. Now what is the second observation? Our second observation is about size. You can see that our size is 5 and also our memory blocks are 5, but what about our index? So our index will be something like this: 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is what will happen. So there we have understand a very basic, or you can say very basic uh, formula or just a definition, something like this, that the largest index is equals to, I just trying ind as for index, the largest index is equals to the size, I am writing size as s minus 1, as the first one is 0. That is why the largest index here you can see 4 and the size is 5. So you can see that 4 is 1 less than 5. This is what a very basic observation that we have found out with this syntax. Let us just revise once and for all. Let's just first here. Now let us just revise once and for all about the variables. What we have understand about variables? We declare variables something like this: int, that is the data type, after that variable name, and we give some value, or you can say assign some value, and after that a colon. This is what happen we do during our execution, or you can say when we want to declare a variable. So basically this have few terms here. Now you can see that first one is a data type, second one is a in name, and third one is the value. But the very basic two terms that are related to this statement are the very basic statements are, we have two statements. First one is declaration and second one is initialization. What do I repeat, first one is declaration, second one is initialization. So what do we mean by that? You see, the int x, when I write just this one, that is int x, it is declaration. But when I write x is equals to 5, we are giving a value to x, and that is initialization. So basically a variable declaration have two parts. First one is being declaration and second part is initialization. Same goes for the arrays too. Now let's see how. We have a topic of 1D array. Now what is 1D array? 1D array, also known as single dimensional array, or you can say one dimensional array. The D stands for dimensions. So what is dimension? We will understand the very basic meaning of dimension through our examples. Now let's say that we have a point. We have a single point here. Now what is the dimension of this point? The dimension of this point is 0, because we don't have a length, we neither have a breadth or neither have a length, so no dimension are there. So basically it is 0. What about a single line? It is made up of 2 points. You can see first one, second one, and it has single dimension, that we have a length here, and so it is one dimensional. After that we have a box, a square sheet, something like our paper. It has 2 dimensions. Why? because you see here there are two terms, length and breadth. These two terms makes this shape a two-dimensional shape. After that, let's say we have a cube. Yeah, this is our cube. In our cube we have three shapes, three directions, you can say. First one is breadth, length and height. So we have three dimensions. So this shape is a three-dimensional shape. So now we have understand about shapes. What is dimensions in shapes? So now let us understand what is dimension in array. Let's just quickly remove these all. Yeah. Now let us understand what is a 1D array. This is a very basic example of an 1D array. In this we have two parts. First one is being declaration. I am circling declaration using red. So this part is declaration, that we want to allocate the memory of size 5 whose name is x, and the data inside must be of integer type. Now after that we have initialization. So basically this part is initialization. In this what we are doing, we are just initialize each values in that array with some values. Now after executing this statement, what will happen? Let's see. In the memory there will be a memory block. Yes, you can say as it is 5, the size of this memory block will be 5. We have also seen that as the size is 5, so index will be from 0 to 4. So let's index is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is the index. Now we have already seen here that data type is integer. So basically all the values inside these must be an integer. Also our name of this variable is x. Now what are the values that we have to input? Here you see 1 will be here, next 2, after that 3, after that 4 and after that 5. So basically what is happening, we are making of an array of this one. Also now we have seen what is happening. Basically again the same thing is happening. We have two parts. First one is declaration, second one is initialization. In this line we are just doing both these tasks, that is declaration and initialization, in a single go. For now let's just move to two-dimensional arrays. Don't worry, we will understand these single dimensional arrays in single separate videos. We will have a series of videos on one single dimensional array and we will practice as many questions as we can to understand these. So now move to two-dimensional array. So basically what is a two-dimensional array? So we have already seen what is two-dimensional shape. Two-dimensional shapes look something like this, a sheet which has a length and a breadth. So our two-dimensional array is declared something like this. We have two sizes here. This one is new for now. We have two sizes. What are these? Basically first one is length, or you can say columns, and second one is breadth, or you can say rows. Column and rows, or you can say rows and columns. Sorry, this one is rows and this one is column. So now what will happen if we want to declare this? Our two-dimensional arrays are something like this in shape, something like matrices. Yeah, this is something like the something like what we are talking about. This is a two-dimensional array. So basically what is happening, you just see here what is happening. We will not make you understand what is two-dimensional array here now. For now you have to just see that what is the basic function of size, what is the basic function of initializations. You see we have a data type, we have a name here, we have two sizes, and also we have initialized values that we want to initialize in that variable, or you can say in that array. So with this we will wrap up this video. Thank you for watching. Peace.